You promise? Okay, Fonzie says we're good. Chanel Ali, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. It's good to be here.
Thanks for doing the podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm sober right now.
You're sober right now?
Yeah.
From everything?
Well. I haven't had a drink in a couple of days.
Oh, that's
I
good.
don't really count weed. That's just me, being friendly.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
You're being sociable, you're smoking weed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you smoked weed today?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right.
Yeah,
I just
we're
wanted
a blunt in.
Okay. Beautiful.
Yeah. Just one.
We were just talking about our Wonderland Dreams show that we did.
We did some art expression exhibit / comedy show.
It was like it was the Mad Hatter Tea Party or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was like the whole floor was like this museum with crazy. It was like an Instagram museum. You go in there and you Instagram.
You take pictures.
Yes.
And people are like, "Where is that?" And then you say, well, it's actually over here.
Yeah.
And that's why people do it. It's
Yeah.
just to get up on people who haven't done it.
Yeah, pretty much. And so I did it, and I was like, I would love this if I were on mushrooms.
Absolutely. The whole
Yeah.
place felt like a mushroom trip.
Yeah.
I was like, well, this is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very cool. But then doing comedy there, different.
It was some work.
It was some work for sure.
Yeah.
And I was going last, and I had to follow Usama Siddiqui, friend of the
Also,
pod.
you were last.
I was last.
Yeah.
And I went up there, and Usama just like, he's beatboxing his
Yes,
little
of
heart out.
course. Once he does any type of like musical anything, it's like, and then we come up there with our words.
Yeah.
They're like, boring. You do backflips. I don't know. We got to keep elevating. We
Yeah.
We can't just go back to your thoughts. No.
Yeah. And
But I
asked,
like the challenge.
I asked the guy beforehand. I was like, "Is this a clean show?" And he was like, "No, do whatever you want." And
They
I was
always
like, okay.
say that. They always say that, and they're liars.
Yeah, they were wrong.
I'm about to host this award show this year, and I've done it like 3 years in a row. And like we had our little Zoom meeting. The girl was like at the end, she was like, "Okay, just just don't say anything about drugs."
Don't say anything about drugs.
And I was like, drugs in general? She's like, yeah, just no drug talk, whatever. And I was like, I can't imagine I said anything too crazy other than weed, maybe.
Yeah.
But even still, I was like, we've been doing it for years, let me know. Just let me know.
What is this award ceremony?
Oh, it's for, businesses.
Businesses.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, isn't weed legal? I'm becoming dyslexic in
It's
the later
illegal
years
now.
of my life.
They're gonna make it illegal after this comes out.
Yeah?
They're gonna shut it down.
I think they're over it. But okay, let's talk about. Are you from Philly?
Yeah, I'm from Philly.
I knew that about you.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
I like it. It's like a big city, but it's not too big.
Mm-hmm.
You can still park your car, get a nice apartment.
Where in Philly?
You can park in most neighborhoods.
No,
you can find parking.
Cannot.
What? I've owned many cars. I've leased many cars in Philadelphia to my detriment, and I did it. And I always parked a car.
Is there? But you need like a permit. If you don't have a permit, you're fucked.
What neighborhood are you talking about?
Any neighborhood.
No,
I've
you
stayed
don't
in
need
3 different Airbnbs, and every time I've gotten a ticket.
Well, Airbnbs are in a very specific neighborhood in Philadelphia for a reason.
You can't park there.
You can't park there. You should have enough money if you're in that neighborhood to have a garage. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's put it on them.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
It's
How
their fault.
dare they?
No, we need those streets clean. They're old and wobbly. They can't handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got a lot of tickets. I don't know if I ever paid
Dang,
them.
you did?
Yeah,
I'm sorry
did not
about
pay.
that.
I did not pay.
It's all right. They're literally never going to catch you.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you
say
go to
this.
another state,
Yeah,
please.
one
I got
person watches this.
parking tickets from Michigan that are a decade old. They'll never
Yeah.
find me.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Okay.
Come on.
I hope so, because it is truly. I mean, there's at least 3 states where I've just like, well, I could mail it in,
Yeah,
and
you
I
just
will
gotta-
mail it in, and I never do.
You just got to remember when you go back.
Okay, not
Like
to
next
fuck
time
up
you're in
again.
Philly, you're like, oh, let me put this in a garage. Just in case they come
Yeah.
around.
Well, it is a different car now.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
you might be like, but the same plate.
Same place.
I don't know how that works. They used to have a whole TV show, Parking Wars in Philadelphia. It's very serious.
Really?
Yes, you never seen that show?
No, parking wars. Good God,
It's
cable TV is going
crazy.
downhill.
First of all, it's called the PPA, and the PPA, they're a gang.
They're a gang.
Yes, they gang up on people. They take your money. They try. I think owning a car in a city is a bit of a hustle. Like they just try to get us for every dollar, every penny. The streets are so terrible.
Yeah.
So you're messing up your car, and then they're like, "Well, you can't just leave your car here. We're gonna charge you for that. We're gonna tow it. Blah blah blah." But yeah, I've had my car towed by PPA in Philly just for like me just misreading a sign, just being like, "Oh, I could park here." And then came back. I was like, my car is, it's gone. They just took it. They picked it up and
Is it
took
like
it from the spot.
$300 like it is in
Yeah, it
New
was
York?
like, I got it the next day because it was like 3 a.m. when I realized it was gone, but it was like $2.75 or something like that.
Jesus.
But I had to wear my cousin's pants that night. I remember I walked up to PPA in these really tight pants, tight little like junior high school pants, because we had gone out clubbing, so we all had dresses on. And then I realized my car was gone, and I was like, oh, I got to crash in this dress. And the next day, I was like, can't wear this freakum dress to the PPA. Like, they're just not going to
you might have got a discount.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Show those little legs. If they're a mafia, there's
they're
some
a gang,
wiggle
so
room.
We'll see. It seems like a spiral could happen, but yeah, I was like, oh, let me put on these tight little pants. And then I just walked in there. I was like, I have money. Give me my car. I'm fine.
You're hungover.
I was really upset.
So when did you start drinking in Philly? What's the home life?
Oh, man. I think I was a foster kid, so I moved around a lot.
Okay.
I lived with, like, different families or whatever. But I had a boyfriend in high school that used to steal E&J from, like, just grocery stores.
What's E&J?
What? It's a brandy. You don't know? It's, like, one of the cheapest, probably strongest brandies you can find. It really has a significant smell. Like, it smells like just, like, a bitter auntie. I don't know. It smells like just like really rough life.
Yeah. Okay. It smells like
but we used to steal it,
okay.
and then we would just like have a party, and everybody would take like two to three shots of E&J, and I would be like, I'm blessed. I would go in the bathroom and look at myself like, your life is going crazy. But yeah, that was like my first relationship. But then I lived with my aunt when I was in high school. And she used to drink too much, and I would always like sneak out when I knew she was drunk enough, because my tell for her was like, once she started to like play with the dog a little too much, especially if she got on the floor, I could just walk right out the front door. But if she was like still in her chair reaching down playing with the dog, I'd be like, I gotta go out the window. She's a little more alert tonight, But I don't know. I think that was definitely my first like relationship with alcohol, was watching her, because she was also drinking E&J, which is
really
yes. So then I would come home a little drunk on E&J, and I'd be like, she'll never smell it. She's been drinking it all night.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I just cleaned up you spilled a glass, and so I cleaned it up. That's
crazy.
why I smell like
I put my jacket on your chair. I don't know. I guess it was you.
Would she get upset if she caught you drinking?
I don't know. She never caught me, but
yeah.
I don't know. She was getting lit pretty nightly. Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be. I'm exhausted right now.
Hell yeah.
I mean, thinking about being
you're taking care of somebody else's kids. Yeah.
I
understood.
Well, not.
She's like, I'm not even my mom, just my aunt. I was like, yeah, I'd be stressed too. My mom really fucked you over.
I just mean like regular adulting would make me exhausted. So imagine.
Sounds crazy, but yeah, on top of that, yeah.
Yeah.
So
how long were you in foster care?
Well, I got into foster care when I was 2, and then I lived with my grandmother for a while. So then I went back into foster care when I was 6. So from 6 to 18.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I just aged out, went to college. I went to Temple in Philly.
Oh, that's great.
Got a few scholarships. Wrote a sad story. Got a few scholarships. And then we drank like jungle juice in like, Temple. We were doing a lot of like frat parties, sorority parties. Just, I don't know, Everclear probably.
Everclear?
Yeah. We were drinking a lot.
All right.
But I felt like I never really had too many crazy nights. I do remember one time getting too lit and going to a guy's dorm and being really excited about it because I really liked him and he had never invited me over before. And as soon as I got in there, I was like, yeah, can I go to the bathroom? And he was like, oh, yeah. And so as soon as I went in there, I projectile vomited. Just like some Exorcist type stuff. But then I was instantly sober. And so then I cleaned that bathroom better than I ever cleaned a bathroom before.
That's great.
It smelled so amazing in there when I left. It was better than I found it. But then like when I came out, he was like, you've been in there for like an hour. And I was like, what? No, it's crazy. Let's sit
took a nap.
But I like still like had a whole evening with him, and I don't think to this day he ever knew.
Had a whole evening?
Yeah. Like we hung out. We didn't do anything.
You smooch?
Yeah, we smooched. Yeah.
You smooched.
He was really hot.
This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy for young Chanel.
No, we were getting it.
Yeah.
I was busy.
You were busy. You were a busy girl?
Yeah,
okay.
I was busy. Yeah. I was a good girl.
Yeah. Did alcohol help or hurt? Like, would you get hornier when you, or not hornier, but more?
I felt like it was about
excited?
the same. I feel like it was about the same, but I felt like I think weed helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I used to have more anxiety before I started smoking weed. Like I used to like anxiously sweat sometimes.
Oh, well.
In this way where I would be like,
I'm doing that right now.
But sometimes it would be in a way where I'm like, there's nothing even happening for me to like. We're just all hanging out with my friends. These are people. Like, why am I this way? And then as soon as I started smoking weed, I felt like that just never happened anymore. And then I was able to like be more comfortable and be social and like tell a man that I have an opinion on something.
I
And,
know.
and like speak up for myself and not
Yeah.
be like the Sex and the City dates that I feel like I had watched where you have to
Yes.
order a Cosmo and kind of be like, well, what? No, you tell me about trucks.
Yeah.
know?
I also love trucks. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll like them now. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I definitely feel like once I started smoking, I started to be like, oh, no, I have another thing to say. Shut up. Listen to me.
For a second, I thought you were telling me to shut
I
up.
know, right? I was like, I hope she was
no, I'm
still in the
listening.
bit.
No, I'm listening.
I'm still in the bit.
I feel like Sex in the City ruined a lot of women. Like,
it definitely got me drinking like the things I shouldn't have drank from
mhm.
once I had money to go to a bar.
Yeah.
But also, you just may remember this. This is a good podcast, but also you just remember this that I used to, before I was 21, I would go to Chinatown to drink in Philadelphia because they don't card you there.
Really?
Yeah, and we looked, I don't know, 21-ish. So we would get kind of like dressed up and then we would stop there and have dinner and drinks, but you could order like a whole cocktail, like something fancy, you know?
Wow.
And we were like rehearsed. What are you going to say when they ask you? We're all going to say it. We're not going to sound like we don't know what drinks we drink, you know?
Yeah.
And then we would stop there and then we would like go out dancing or whatever.
Wow. And
Yeah.
are the going out dancing, is it like 18 and up clubs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those
Yeah.
ones I used to go in
Or
San
just
Francisco.
college parties.
Oh yeah. The clubs in San Francisco we would go and it would just be a bunch of like middle-aged Indian men.
Mm.
And we were like 18, 19 and
Mm.
it was just be like some like literally just a dad would come up and just start. We're like, what is happening? And
Would
then-
they buy you drinks?
No.
No.
No. But I also
Dang.
was a good girl. I was like, I don't drink.
Oh.
You know? Yeah.
Mm.
It was a whole thing. Yeah. But now I made up for lost time.
Yeah.
So we're fine.
No, we chose very specific careers.
Yeah.
So.
We know what we like.
Tools of the trade.
Yes. When did you first start smoking weed?
Not consistently until I graduated college, actually.
Okay.
Like I had smoked a few times in college and I was like, that's cool, a little overwhelming. But once I graduated college, I was like, oh no, I just need to smoke alone. I've been
Yeah.
smoking with too many people. I need to like roll up and smoke by myself and like look out the window and have some peace. And
Yeah.
then I was like, oh, okay, I'm enjoying getting high. Yeah.
Yeah. Last night I took an edible
Wow.
and I watched the Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie.
I didn't know that existed.
Chanel.
Well, how big was the edible? Let's start there.
Okay. It was a hybrid. It was 5 THC, 5 CBD milligrams.
That's not very much.
No.
Okay.
I like to have a giggle, silly, fun time.
Okay, all right.
And I do it right before bed because I have like an hour of fun and
There
then
you go.
I fall asleep.
Timer's
It's
going.
perfect. And so we watched the Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie. It is spectacular.
What do you mean spectacular?
Guys,
It's wonderful.
it's wonderful.
Oh, no.
Do you like bad Christmas movies?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, then you're gonna love it
Hmm.
because it's every trope. You know, everything like the guy who gives too much but just can't make ends meet. You know, the dead wife. You know, the amnesia. She gets amnesia. Okay,
Is this recent?
it just came out like
What?
maybe 3 days ago. It's trending. Okay,
I think I'm gonna need more than 5 milligrams
It's
for me to get into
You're
that.
gonna watch it and be like, I didn't know I needed this.
Okay then.
Yes, watch it. It's pure joy.
Hmm.
Okay, she can't move her forehead. It's incredible.
Yes.
Yes.
Last time I saw her, she was like dancing in Greece like a robot.
No, she's having fun now. She's a serious
Wow.
actress.
It's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Shut up. She getting Netflix money?
Oh yeah. She's
You
back,
see
baby.
what they will let
She's
her
back.
do? They let her do whatever she wants.
Thank God. I missed her.
Yeah.
I missed her.
It's healthy for us.
Yes, it is. It's
Mhm.
healthy for us women in our 30s to be like, yeah, we can still do it.
Yeah. Give us a second chance.
Yes.
Hollywood,
First chance.
Hollywood came at her fast.
Yeah.
You know?
But I love it. I love it so much. She's just like, I don't know who I am. You know, like
Oh,
and her
man.
face is just, you know,
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
But she's playing like her current self or her current age character.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well.
It's great. It's age appropriate.
Mm.
I mean, it's phenomenal.
I'm actually in a Christmas series on Netflix. It's called Dash and Lily.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, I have
love
one
Christmas.
line in that.
I remember.
What?
I watched it
That's
and you
crazy.
said, maybe he likes you.
Wow, that's really close to what
Thank
the line
you.
was. That's
Thank
really
you.
close.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, I love Christmas. And so I
Yeah.
watch all these Christmas things.
Mm.
And then when you see your friend in
Mm-hmm.
the movie, you're going to
Yeah.
remember. You'll be like, that's fucking shit out.
It was exciting. Yeah, it was so exciting. And also Usama's in the scene too. I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah.
he's like the host. And when we were filming it, he's like hosting a poetry something. And he's like, give it up for your next comedian, so and so. And like we do the whole scene and then the director comes over and is like, you said comedian. And he's like, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I knew. Like, we had just said you were going to mess up. You're going to, like, try to do comedy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was great. And that was my first time having my own stand-in.
You had a stand-in?
Yeah. Like somebody who's, stands in for me.
Yeah. No, I know what it is.
Yes. You know what it is. Yeah. But, I was
What
so
is that?
excited to see. I was like, what was my stand-in going to look like? It's going to be a girl who, like, looks like me, whatever. What. So I walk in, and it's, like, a kind of tall white guy with a real big hat on.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, oh, I see.
The hat is your hair?
Yeah.
Is that...
It was like they perfectly measured the circumference of the afro that I usually sport.
Really?
And they put him in. He looked up at the hat, and he was like, hey, you must be Chanel. I was like, get out of my seat. I'm an actress.
Why did you need a stand-in?
I don't know. I guess
What?
in case they thought it would take very long. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it took like half a day to shoot that scene.
That
Yeah.
one scene?
Yeah, because the girl has a lot of dialogue before me, so I had to feed her the line. So there were sometimes where I wasn't even
Oh.
on camera, but I'm feeding her the line, getting her ready to do her
Oh, I see.
long whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's great.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
You're a star.
All right, we're out here. I'm gonna get high, watch myself.
You should. Did you watch it?
Yeah,
It's
most
adorable.
of it.
Yeah. It's adorable. It's very sweet.
It is.
I love these bad Christmas movies
Mhm.
just because they literally you can go about your business.
Yeah.
You do what you need to get done and then you come in and you're like, "Oh, Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas makes me happy."
It is. It's a good time of year.
It's a great time of year.
good time to drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
I like
my.
a nice warm something.
Yeah, I like to wet my whistle,
Yeah.
wet my mistletoe. Huh? Come
Holidays.
on. Holiday fun.
We're gonna get sponsored.
I hope so.
Kmart.
Please. We could do better than Kmart.
Yeah, we probably could.
Kmart.
But we've been talking about so much drinking.
Yeah, I know. That's more Michael's. Give us Michael's. Oh my God. So, okay, so you go to college.
Yeah.
Do you make an ass of yourself in college?
Not noticeably.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Good for
I
you.
kept
What about
it
in
under
high
wraps.
school?
No, I was really, I mean, I think just being like a foster kid, honestly, I was really afraid of failing. I was like, oh,
Yes.
you gotta like at least go to college. I don't know, maybe they have a special book. You could read it. You'll be ready for adulthood. Like I was very convinced that getting through college was essential for me to have a chance in the world. So I never wanted to fuck up too much. Like I don't think I even had unprotected sex until I was like in my late 20s.
Wow.
Yeah, I just was like not willing to even risk it
Yeah.
because I was deathly afraid of making a baby and being dumb. I was like, you cannot do that. We have to stop the cycle. And we're going to stop it right now.
Stops with me.
Yes.
Yes.
So I never got too lit. No, but I do think I've had like bouts in life where I've been like, life is busy right now. Maybe I don't need to drink so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like one time I was really drunk and I did a show back to back at the Knitting Factory and I told the same joke twice.
Oh, yeah.
And that really mortified me. And I when someone told me that I did it, I was like, dang, I thought I was doing it, but the crowd went with it. They let me tell the same joke twice in this like 12-minute set, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I was like really embarrassed when I got home. I was like, I just know that I was just too drunk and I had just did a show there at that same stage, so I was confused.
Mm-hmm.
But the clarity and recognizing like you need to have a clear head on stage has always pushed me away from like, oh, you can't be lit out here.
And that happens to me a lot when I do like the weekends. I'll do like 6 shows.
Yo, those are every
and
time
I'm
I do
literally
it.
like at one point on the last show, without a doubt, every single time I'm like, did I say this already?
Yeah.
And they're like, no. And I'm like,
they're like, what are you talking
well,
about?
then here we go.
Okay, all right. But it does feel like you start to get kind of like this nostalgia feeling where I'm like looking out in the crowd. I'm like, are you guys the crowd that I saw already? Because you look just like this lady that was sitting right there 2 shows ago,
One time that happened to me because I was in the same room back to back. It was McDougal at the Cellar. And the same couple came again.
Oh.
And I literally saw them and I was just like, wait a minute.
Your brain was
my
like,
brain was like, where, what, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was like I had to really focus.
Yeah.
But then I talked to them after. They're like, yeah, we were here last night. I was like, oh, thank God.
I also went on tour with Lil Rel.
Lil Rel.
Lil Rel. And the first night he had an opener whose name I'm not going to say, but he got so lit, like too lit to the point where we were at the bar and he's like, what do you want? And I was like, water for you. He'll take a water. I was like forcing water down this man, forcing him to like get, a breath of fresh air. And so then we all part ways. We all go to our hotel. He's leaving the tour. This opener. He's about to go somewhere else. We are continuing the tour. The next morning at like 6 a.m., the hotel calls me like, hey, are you with the other comedian? And I'm like, what? No, I never even had a hotel phone ring. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? What's going on? She's like, oh, he's, we have a car that's going to take him to the airport, but he's not answering. So I was like, what do you want me to do? And she was like, come get the card and open the, and I was like, I don't even know this guy. I just met him yesterday. She was like, we don't know what to do. So I go down there, I get the card, I go knock on his door. He's not answering. I key in the card. I'm like, if I find a dead body in here, I swear to God, they're going to blame it on me. We're in the South, man. It's going to be crazy. So I get in there and he's like passed out. The temperature in the room is set to like 88. It's hot as shit in there. He's been smoking cigarettes and putting them out on the fucking counter. I'm like, what's this, 99? What year is this? So I like immediately turned on. I can't even wake him up physically. I have to go get a washcloth, get it wet, like bring him back to life. Put your pants on. Get in the car. You have to get on the plane. And he like goes on to do a even bigger show, like an incredible, incredible big show. And I was just like, man, watching you do that is going to keep me from ever doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
And then I went back to my room and I'm like, it's like 6 a.m. and I'm like shocked with what I've seen. And the next morning, Lil Rel like comes to the hotel and he's like, so how was everything last night? I was like, it was great. I think you got it fine. It was no problem.
No problems here.
It was so smooth.
Yes. I'm so helpful as an opener. You should book me forever.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, look at me. I don't make a mess.
Did you see a little peen? Was he naked?
No, he had boxers on, but like it was just so hot in there that it just felt like I was caught in this like nightmare. It just was like in flashes, like, oh, there's so much cigarettes.
Yeah.
It just was it was insane. I was like, how are they not gonna charge us for this?
I know. Yeah, hotels are wild. Like I put a candle out sometimes and then I'm like, is that gonna get me in trouble?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It will?
No.
Thank you.
I smoke whole blunts in a hotel. Even when I stayed in a really fancy like 5-star hotel in London, we were there to tape a TV show, and London, it's like weed is very illegal there.
Yeah.
So to smoke it outside felt like an even bigger risk.
Yeah.
I was like, no, we're in alleys now. We're being reduced to some like crazy drug activity. This is crazy. And so I just smoked in the bathroom and like followed the air to the vent. I was like, I think this is taking it straight up. I think we're good. And then I asked one of a comedian who was staying next door. I was like, hey, come in, like 2 hours after. I was like, you smell anything? And she was like, no. And I was like, I just smoked in here. Yeah, they're never gonna catch me.
That's beautiful. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
All right. So then you're in Philly. When do you do comedy?
I start comedy like 2 years after college.
Okay.
Yeah. I take some time and lie to myself.
Yeah.
Because I go to an open mic and I'm amazing. And I'm like, yeah, but all I gotta do is like make a YouTube video and then Ellen will see it. And then like I kind of excuse it as this like small little task that I just have to do. But let me just like, I don't know, keep working.
Yeah.
But then I really started focusing on it. I'm doing comedy in Philly every day. Started getting booked on all the independent shows, the club shows, dominating the contests. I even had one contest where I kept coming back and they had to like ban me because I kept winning it. And like every time you win, you get a certain amount of money and then they guarantee you a spot or they let you host the next one. And I was like, no, I don't want to host the next one. Just put me in the next competition. And after a few times, they were like, oh, okay. And I just kept winning it. And they were like, okay, enough of the, you're gaming the system. Please stop taking our money.
You're like, but also I need to pay rent. So got to make these jokes work for me.
Yeah. And I came to New York about 2.5 years after that.
Okay. And are you drinking the whole time? Because when you get to New York, it becomes a different thing.
In Philly, I was really poor. So sometimes I would, if I had a show that had a drink ticket, I was absolutely going to use it. Yeah. But other times, like, I just was going to mics and I couldn't even afford to buy a drink. Yeah. So I wouldn't. I even remember one time this bartender pissed me off. I'll never forget it. I was at an open mic and it's like 11:59 and I'm checking my phone like really closely. And she's like, oh, are you checking your bank account? And I was. I absolutely was checking my bank account. You know why? Because I get paid at midnight from my regular day job that I had. But it pissed me off so much that she knew that, and that she was being such a little cunt about it. I was like, come on, you're forced to work here. I'm here trying to do comedy. Like, damn, But yeah, I swiped for a drink. Because I needed it.
Yeah.
But I'm drinking like Fireball then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I still drink Fireball.
Yeah,
it's delightful.
I'm really a tequila girl now. I just feel like I feel better the next day. But yeah, rum. I was all about rum.
Ugh. I had a bad night with Captain Morgan, and I'll never be able to drink rum again.
Yeah, but he's so sturdy.
He is. He's a sturdy man.
And
he made a woman crumble.
Did you get home?
I was luckily in the dorms
Okay.
when I drank Captain Morgan, so I was throwing up in the men's dorm bathroom, just full face in the toilet.
Did people see?
Everybody heard.
Oh, God.
It echoes.
I think that also kept me on a straight and narrow in college. It was like a few days after we moved into the dorm freshman year, this girl got too drunk and like pooped on herself in front of everybody.
And everyone?
Yes, at a party, like pooped herself, passed out. And her friends were such bitches because she wasn't my friend. I didn't really know her like that. They picked her up and they put her in like the communal shower and just turned it on and just left. And then like eventually we're like, well, now it's just poopy water. We're not getting any better.
Oh,
She's just wet now and drunk. And then like they called an ambulance and they came and got her. But I never forget like them rolling her away. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna.
Holy hell. Did she live?
Yeah. She didn't come back. But she lived. I think she was done with living in our dorm.
Yeah, I would say shitting yourself will make you be like,
Yeah.
maybe I should start anew.
Mm-hmm.
That is
It kept
wild.
me chill.
Yeah, I've never met anyone who's pooped themselves
Really?
from drinking.
That's crazy.
That's not crazy.
Well, yeah, if you're drinking a bunch, it's going to make your poop a little more runny, for sure.
Runny?
Yes. What's the max drinks you've had? Because I can't believe you don't know this. What's the max drinks you've had in a night?
I don't know. I black out.
She's like, numbers, calculations.
I don't know. I used to do the keep track on your
What?
thing.
You would make marks?
I would make marks on my arm. And then I only did that in college because I was like, this is fun.
This
Look
is
at
helpful,
me.
yeah.
And now I'm an adult woman. I'm like, that means I had a problem.
Yeah, I'm just documenting it.
Yeah. But no, I've never shit myself. I've
Keep
pissed
it up.
myself, but
Keep
I've never
it up.
shit myself. You've shit yourself?
I haven't shit myself, but I've had shit that I was like, thank goodness I made it. Thank goodness I am here because this is Captain Morgan and me. We are together in this fight, and the water's rough. Yeah.
What'd you do for your 21st birthday?
Oh man, I went to Vegas. Yeah, I went to Vegas with a bunch of friends. Got very lit. Woke up with a tattoo behind my ear.
No.
Oh,
You love music.
It's a couple of terrible music
love
notes
music.
that you can't see when I have an afro, so people don't ever know I have it until I put my hair up. But then, like, sometimes people will be behind me and they'll be like, "Oh, what song is that?"
What song is that?
Yeah, and I'm like, "This is 3. They're not even on. What do you? This
3
is not,
notes.
This is 21 in Vegas. It's a song I wrote, and it's my mixtape.
Yeah. It's on the album called Regret.
But I remember waking up and like. We had got real lit. Went to a terrible party. Like, it wasn't even fun. We just, like, got lit because we could. And we stayed at a hotel where you got a wristband every day. They gave you open bar.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't even know if they have that deal anymore.
That sounds like a cruise.
It was crazy. It was too much. And I woke up and there was blood on my pillow. And I was like, what did we do? What did we do? And everybody's laughing. I was like, stop laughing and just tell me. And they're like, oh, you got a tattoo. And I was like, on my face? Oh God, please tell me. And I'm looking in the mirror and like when I look in the mirror, I can't see this tattoo.
Yeah.
Like I've only seen it in photos. So I'm like, where is that? You guys tell me. And they're like, oh, it's behind your ear. And I was like, okay. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna have a good life.
I love that you automatically assumed it was on your face.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you been talking about getting a face tattoo?
Never even crossed my mind. But the blood on my pillow was very much like, that came from my head.
Yeah.
I am bleeding from my head.
Yeah.
What's on my face? Is there something on my face? You know?
You got a tattoo on your 21st birthday.
Yeah, behind my ear.
A head tattoo.
Yeah, and you know, it's very expensive to get like a tattoo around here.
Why?
In this area. I don't know. They think it's like higher risk than I guess your arm or whatever.
Risk?
Yeah. If you go to like a tattoo shop and you're like, I want a tattoo on my neck, they're like, oh, I'm going to charge you a little more than like your arm or something. Yeah.
Oh, are they going to do a better job because you can't
They're like, it's going to be louder.
That made me laugh.
Like, you're going to hate the sound.
It's going to be noisy. Yeah.
I'll charge you.
Yeah. These aren't the musical notes you were hoping for.
I'm going to play a song. But yeah, I think I got a good deal. I think it was only like $70.
Oh my God. That's one of my biggest fears is like getting too drunk and then getting a tattoo
Yeah?
that I regret. I have 3 so far and I
man.
want one. So if I get drunk, it's just like I become myself times 10. And so it's just like, well, I want one. I need one.
Yeah.
You know? And then it just slowly, gradually.
I think also it was impressive that I was able to convince this guy to tattoo me.
Yes.
You know?
You
Because
must be a calm drunk.
I am, yeah. Especially if I want something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
I'm
I'm fine. Look.
Let me go to the bathroom.
Just-
I've got a shit.
I'll be right back. Yeah. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah. It's one of the two ends. It's coming out.
You know, let me get it out of me. Yeah.
Then I'll clean it. Don't worry. I'm very efficient.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so that's a fun 21st.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I had a good
That's
time.
great. Isn't it amazing how when you're 21 or like early 20s, you literally have a night like that? And then I bet you $1 that same night you went out again.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
whole trip, we went out like every night.
That's
like
crazy.
2 clubs a night. And it was really crazy because it's like, we didn't even know anybody. You know, now we know people. We have connections. We can call somebody, maybe get in a club or on a list.
Yeah.
We're just waiting in line and paying $50, and they take our weed when we get up there because we didn't know they were going to check our bag. Just ridiculous stuff that we should have known. And then we had like shoes that were uncomfortable, and nobody had too much money. So then once we got in there, we couldn't really afford to drink much, you know? So yeah, it was just a mess. I'm happy. I mean, now I've had more fun in Vegas, like with friends who are established, and we have a plan to just have fun instead of like trying to party too hard.
Yeah, I don't want to party. I want to go see Celine Dion.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
That's what I
such a
wanna
show.
Yes. I want to see, apparently RuPaul has a new show out there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I plan on seeing that.
Hell yeah.
I'm going out for Christmas.
Really?
The week before Christmas, I'm going out because I'm doing, I'm working. Yeah. And I was
Awesome.
like, doing the stuff.
The place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom's coming with me.
I love that.
I mean,
I just went to Vegas and I literally was there with a friend who wanted to go to an Usher concert and we like just went and had fun. But I was swimming in a pool and I ran into Amy Shanker, who was there with her mom because she was doing shows at the MGM. And I was like, that's so nice.
That's
Take your mom on
very sweet.
vacation.
Yes.
You know? I just always like try to find a mom and take her
Yeah?
on vacation. Yeah. I do that all the time in my life. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, an established older lady.
Yeah.
You have taken an interest in me.
Yeah.
I'm going to text you back.
Well, do you want to come out with me and my mom? We can pretend to be
You-
sisters.
You better be careful. One thing about me, I'll charm a mom.
Oh, I believe it. Louise?
I wash dishes good.
Louise is waiting to get charmed.
Good grades.
Oh, yeah. I was neither of those two things.
It'd be refreshing.
So welcome to Christmas. You're in the Kris Kringle.
So she's going to be there Christmas Day?
No.
Oh,
She's
okay.
the week she comes in. I'm there for a full week. You're there Monday through Sunday.
Okay.
She's coming in Friday.
Nice.
And then we're going to have Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's so
and
awesome.
then we're going to fly back Monday.
And
And then it's like 3 days and then Christmas.
I love escaping New York City winter.
Yes.
I just love it. Feels like such a treat.
I actually don't like it.
Yes.
I
no.
like I see what you mean,
but
also I grew up in California,
Mm.
and so I love the white Christmas and the blizzard and
It
being
is nice.
forced to stay in because
The
everything's
crowds are better.
closed. The crowds are better. They're more excited.
they're more committed. They've taken 2 trains and a big puffer
Mhm.
jacket.
And usually by January, February, March, there are no tourists, so it's
Mm.
all New Yorkers.
Yeah.
And you're just like, thank God.
Yeah.
This is why I wrote the joke
Absolutely.
for you people.
Yes. You guys
Yes.
get me.
Yes. I mean, instead of performing in front of like 16 Swedish people who were just like, we don't know what student loans are.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
good for you.
Oh.
Yeah. Must be nice.
Your government's good.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you have health insurance? Fuck off.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, oh. I know. I'm sorry, Fonz. I also remember how I bragged about setting my alarm. I forgot to do it. Yeah. So I just had to check, but we're doing great.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you moved to New York for comedy,
Mhm.
I imagine.
Yes, for sure.
And how do you feel with your drinking in New York now that you don't have to drive? There's literally train. You can do open till 4.
Well, I think I've just become more of a pro.
More of a pro.
Yeah, I just got
Okay.
better at it
Uh-huh.
because I space it out more in between a show. You know, take the train. Anytime I have to get on the train, that sobers me up a little bit.
Yeah?
That's gonna bring me up a level at least.
Really?
Yeah, because it forces you. I mean, you should be so much more aware of your
Mhm.
surroundings.
Yes.
Also, the trains are confusing.
Yeah.
Reading these letters and numbers and circles.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to. I have much more a bigger fear of waking up at the wrong train stop
Yeah.
than literally being drunk.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I have a good time with it. I definitely take days off,
Mm-hmm.
time off. And I really enjoy giving out drink tickets. Like if somebody gives me drink tickets and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna find 2 hotties in the club, I'm just gonna give them to them and say, get yourself a drink, honey. I really like that. That's like a part of the game that I like to run.
Yeah. That's fun. Follow me
Yeah.
on Instagram. Here you go.
Mhm. Oh, you get another one? It's on me, baby.
Yeah, it does make you feel like kind of a.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am somebody.
That's right. No, I have a good time with it. But also, like, I'll lie. You know, if I'm hanging out with like a big celebrity and they want to get blasted, I'll be like, yeah, shot.
Yeah. I've done that before where I take a sip and then I just put it down.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's just so good. I want to. You
Or
have such good taste in this well liquor.
I'll even tell the bartender what's up. Like, yo, this guy's trying to get me fucked up. Yo, just like make my drink fake.
Yeah.
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 Because I feel like some celebrities, like, they want you to hang out and they're always like, I'm just trying myself. You got to do it too. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to get me.
Yeah. If it comes down to it, I'm the one getting thrown under the bus because you're famous.
They're going to tell everybody.
Absolutely not.
They're going to remember it forever.
Yeah. No. The other day I was on the train. Speaking of trains, I just remembered this story. It happened literally 2 weeks ago. We're on the train. It's late night. I'm coming home. It's like 2 a.m. And this woman's sitting on the other side of this train. She's hammered.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we hear, Rah! And we look over and she's throwing up in the corner of the train. Just
in the car?
In the car. Throwing up. And then she stops and she looks up and she goes, I'm so sorry.
As she should be.
And then she just scoots over and stays sitting there. All the way to Astoria.
That's rough.
And I was just like, been there.
Yeah. You got to make sure that you know, when you're in a moving vehicle of any kind, if you're lit, that you don't fixate on anything. Like, you can't be on your phone too much. Like, I have so many tools and tips that I use if I feel like I'm drunk or if I feel like I'm getting to the point of being drunk to, like, keep myself from overflowing, you know?
Overflowing.
Yeah. I'm like, if I'm gonna throw up, it's getting in the toilet.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be out here on the train. You know, I'm just not gonna do it. Or I'm not even gonna leave from point A if I feel like I'm too lit to make a trip. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. I'm gonna sit down and tell people, leave me alone. Yeah. I'm gonna go outside, right, get some air, like whatever I have to do so that I can, like, I'll wait it out.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I don't usually throw up.
Nice.
I'm not a thrower-upper. I'm a peer. I have to pee every 4 minutes.
But what do you drink?
I drink a lot of beer. I drink a lot of wine.
I had a feeling you were going to say you drink a lot of beer. What kind of beer, though?
Budweiser and
What's
PBR.
That about with comedians drinking Budweiser?
It's cheap and it's sweet. Of the beers, it is sweet.
I don't feel no sweet.
Okay.
I don't feel no sweet or warmth in there.
It's good. And also, it's the beer I kind of grew up on. Like, I grew up on shit beer.
Yeah.
We weren't fancy beer people.
Sounds like it.
We were disgusting Keystone Light people.
But how many does it take for you to even, like, get lit? Because that's why I like tequila. It's like, oh, I'm there.
Oh, yeah. See, it takes like 4 or 5, which is fine with me because I like the active drinking.
I feel that.
And so I don't want to get shit-faced.
Yeah.
You know, that's not my goal. My goal is to, like, be social and a little loose. But sometimes if I drink, like, margaritas or Negronis, I just, like, 0 to 100.
Yeah, margaritas will do it. And it's too much. Any margarita I've ever had has been too much margarita.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Too big of a glass. Too much. Too much extra juice. Too much.
Where are you drinking? Chili's? Jesus.
Yes. In Philadelphia. No. It's a Fridays. But no. But no, I usually drink tequila because it's like agave, so it's like, you know, a vegetable. It's like a smoothie.
It's basically a smoothie.
You put a little orange juice.
Yeah.
And
you're protecting yourself from scurvy. You're doing a lot.
Yeah.
But
I do understand that not everybody can drink tequila. And I didn't believe that until one time I forced a friend of mine to have some with me. And she had always told me, no, I can't handle tequila. And I was like, you're fucking lying. You just don't want it. You want to make me feel weird. No, you drink some. And so she took a shot. And then we called an Uber and I watched her try to remember what a seatbelt was for. And how to utilize its function. And, like, she's a lawyer. And when I watched her that day and I helped her click it, I was like, you were telling the truth. Tequila is not for everybody. Yeah. And for you, it's too much.
No es su amiga.
Yeah. Yeah, she was going through it.
Well, that's, you know what? That makes me feel better because sometimes I'm like, oh, I should try rum again.
Yeah.
You know, I should try vodka again. But it's like, you know what? Sometimes we move on for a reason.
I don't really like myself on vodka. I'm like the type of drunk that I get, it's not for me.
No? What kind of drunk do you get?
Like, just like too boisterous. Too
boisterous?
Yeah, I'm like, it's too
no
much.
No such thing.
You know? I'm like, server! Hello, boy!
Ball wench, come here.
Very like Queen of France all of a sudden. It's grand. It's huge. It's pompous. And I don't usually feel like that way in my daily life, but especially on vodka, it's amplified.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I just feel like it takes a specific part of my personality and makes it way big.
Yeah. I wonder what that is.
I know, right?
I mean, maybe it's like, I wonder if it's like the flavors like trigger something in your head that just like reminds you of this one way of acting.
Yeah.
And so then
a substitute teacher or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the olives. Maybe
the olives?
I don't know.
You're drinking martinis?
Sometimes.
Fancy bitch.
I like a martini. You don't like a martini?
I've never had a martini in my life. It just seems like a lighter fluid.
Yeah.
I gotta have one. Who was I with last time? And they were like, I only drink martinis. Who was it? Oh, I think it was Allison Leiby.
Oh wow. You know what I used to love to do? Get a bottle and watch Intervention.
These people got a problem.
I love to do that. I used to love to do that.
Fucked up. I'm doing great.
Yeah, I would be drinking like
I could afford this. If I could afford this, I'm killing it. So
these people didn't even know they were getting intervented. That's crazy. Cameras been following you around asking you about the thing that you're doing every day. And you're like, I thought it was research. Crazy. But no, I would be drinking like a Smirnoff Ice, like something super light, like a big one though, like a 40, and watching Intervention. Like, you guys are all fucked up.
Yeah.
You're messed up, man.
That would never be me because I got it's light.
And I don't have kids.
No one's gonna try and save me. I'm not hurting anybody.
I'm telling you, get high and watch some Intervention. I'm telling you, it'll sort some shit out.
Intervention and then My Weird Addiction. That's a good one.
Sometimes, but sometimes those stick with you too much.
Someone's eating a mattress. Someone was eating a fucking mattress.
Slowly over time.
Just slowly over time, putting their hand in, taking out the innards of a mattress, and eating the mattress.
Yeah.
That's great.
I remember this one guy was like in love with the roller coaster. And he was like, I fuck it sometimes. And, it was like an out of commission roller coaster.
Where do you put it?
It was, I don't know. Obviously, they were going to show it on TLC, but he was on there. And I remember at the end of the episode, I was like, I think you guys should leave this guy alone. I don't think he's hurting anybody. He's not like, this is not that strange. He has a relationship with this roller coaster. Like, you guys are in his business.
Yeah. He's
going to the shutdown amusement park. Nobody's even bothered by it. Yeah. Leave this man alone.
Leave him alone.
And I took another sip.
He's not fucking me. Let him fuck.
Bill has a point. He's that roller coaster in him. It's special.
I mean, the splinters. He's got to get splinters if you're fucking a roller coaster.
It was such a lame ride. I was like, this is a really lame roller coaster. Let him have it.
Was it a kiddie roller coaster?
No. I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was a small amusement park.
Oh, it was a preteen?
He tried to catch
it. Yeah, okay. Well, at least it's a roller coaster, not a person.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Yeah, we're doing okay. All right, Chanel. Well, this is the part in the show where I like to ask if there are any stories we did not get to.
About drinking?
About drinking or drugs. If you've ever done, have you ever done mushrooms or?
Yeah, I've done mushrooms. I did acid one time in a hotel room with another female comedian, specifically because we wanted to write jokes.
Fun. So
we set up all these stations, which is something I do anytime I do anything psychedelic. I have a station for like drawing and bubbles, and like I just like to plan my
bubbles.
Yeah, sometimes we have various activities. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Stretching, whatever. And
stretching.
Whatever, yoga. So we set up these stations, but specifically we set up all these notebooks. We're like, we're going to write. We're going to get high and write. And so we get high. We have an incredible night. We're like laughing. Everything's crazy. Next morning we wake up and only one of the notebooks has anything in it. And it just has one line that says, 2 girls do acid in a hotel room. And that's it. That's all we got. But I do remember this lady knocking on the door like 3 a.m. and she was like, you guys have been laughing for hours. Can you please keep it down? And we were like, and we just closed the door. We just closed the door on her. We were like, fucking buzzkill, get the fuck out of here.
It could be worse. It could be yelling.
Well, I know, right? Like, nobody's screaming.
No.
And then my friend, like, got really high. We were both really high, but then she, like, passed out. And I was like, I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep right now. So that became really weird. Because she's, like, passed out in the room, and I'm still, like, actively high as shit, laughing, going through the motions. You take a deep breath, like just being weird, and then laughing at the fact that I am so high.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually we just made it to the morning.
The morning came.
The sun came and saved us.
The morning came and the notebooks were empty.
Yeah, I prefer mushrooms to acid for sure. Acid lasts a little too long.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How long do mushrooms last?
I mean, technically they say if you take a good dose, that's like 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
If you take a bunch, probably 8 hours. But I feel like every time I've taken acid, even one time I took acid with a friend, and I tried to sneak and not take as much as her, was you put it on your mouth, right? And it like dissolves. And so I was like, I took it out my mouth, right? And I'm like, oh my God, it's crazy. We're just like, yeah, we're doing it, right? I'm just like pretending. I was way higher than her. Like for hours, I was way higher than she went up and came back down. I was like, what the fuck? I did it backwards? I don't know.
Oh, but that's nice though.
Yeah,
fun. You're a cheap date when it comes to psychedelics.
It is. I am.
It's beautiful.
I keep it light.
Well, Chanel, where can people find you?
Oh man, you can find me on Instagram at Chanel Ali. That's Chanel like the perfume, Ali like Muhammad. I also have a website, ChanelAli.com, where I post about where I'm going to be and where I'm going to be joking.
There you go, where she's going to be joking.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow her. She's very funny. All right?
Drink with me.
Yeah, go drink with her. Have fun.
Yeah.
Bye.